Hey all, Tom Moran here from Tom's Big Spiders. In this episode, we're going to be rehousing my Psalmopoeus ecclesiasticus. Really excited about this one because A, I couldn't wait to get it to a new enclosure. It's a beautiful spider and I want to be able to see it better. But B, I'm working on a Psalmopoeus genus review and I was hoping to get some footage of this one for that video so I can finish it up. So look for that one in the future. Now, heads up on this one, most of my rehousing videos usually go very smoothly. We did have some excitement in the middle of this one. I think poor Billy got her heart racing at a couple points, but it all worked out fine in the end. So enough of me talking, let's get into the actual video. Okay, this time we're going to rehouse, lots of rehousings, lots of, what we've done like, I think I counted, I think we've done like 24. I haven't recorded them all because I've done a lot of slings, but this time around we're doing Psalmopoeus ecclesiasticus. Cannot for the life of me remember what the common name is, but I got one as a sling from Fear Not Tarantulas in August of 2019. At the time, it was about an inch or so, maybe an inch and a quarter. I think it molted rather quickly and put on some size, but it was in a large, and I'll show a picture of it, dram vial, one of the bigger ones. And as most Psalmopoeus species will do, instead of being arboreal earlier on, it dug in the substrate. I kept the substrate moist, gave it quite a bit of substrate, gave it a little bit of sphagnum moss. It made little tunnels. And then one day I went to go out and feed it and I saw it sitting on top and I'm like, oh wow, we got to rehouse it. So in February of 2020, almost a year to the date today, it was about 3 inches. We rehoused it into one of these, which are the acrylic cylinders. You can get them on Amazon. I believe Gary Plastic, the ones that makes my cubes, makes these. And you can buy them in like packs of 4 or something, but they're really nice. The only issue is when rehousing, they can be a little bit of pain because they roll, which is why we have this here, which I did a little MacGyver action and cut this soda holder or drink holder up so we could lay this in here and it'll hold it from rolling. But we put in a lot. It was about 3 inches of moist substrate. Some, once again, sphagnum moss, the cork bark hide. She took residence behind that, webbed around it, and then tunneled down to the bottom. She did have a water dish, which one of them I think is buried, and one of them I plucked out a moment ago. She was right on the top a minute ago, just hanging out. We were hoping we could grab her while she was out, but she's back in the tunnel, so it looks like we're going to be digging another one of them out. Joy. So let's go ahead and get this one rolling. No pun intended, because it's around. Corny dad jokes. All right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to try pulling this out for, this is not going to be fun. Make sure the cap's on. Oh man, that's really in there. Let me put this light on so it'll go. She's, I think, right there. All right, we'll grab a heftier set of tongs. What was that? I don't know where to go. I feel like this isn't going to go well.
Keep saying that because every time you say that, it goes fine.
Yeah, but I just got like a premonition.
That's tough.
I got a premonition.
Your premonitions are usually wrong, so we'll just go with that.
What? I'm like a oh.
Oh boy.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, fuzzy legs.
I love the look of this one. I can't.
It's so fuzzy.
It's weird. Like it's like I can't. There's something about the look of the color on her. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm thinking this is a tunnel. So what we're going to do, oh, I don't want to wreck this. We're going to poke her from the back. This is terrible. And get her right through here.
Mm-hmm. Look at the alien. Oh my. She's mad, bro.
It is not, that's on, right? All right, so I do have footage I can flash up at Billy. You know, it's always, she always gets put on the spot trying to get footage of these guys. But, there we go. Not a great shot of her, but it's kind of hard to get a great shot. But I did catch her out and about, I think, in a feeding video, so we'll flash some of that up. Now, for folks who've been asking, my long-promised genus review of Psalmopoeus is well underway now. This was one of the last things I needed to do because I wanted to include some footage of her in the rehousings, but we'll be putting that, I'm guessing probably within the month that'll be up. It's one I've been working on. All right, so we're gonna get this out of the way. This out of the way. This out of the way. It smells good. Just like the good old dirt smell. I'll just hold that for a second, just like that. And we're gonna move this one over. Don't drop it. Just kidding. All right. So what we have, actually, we'll go ahead and get her in first, and then we'll talk about what we have here for enclosure. Actually, no, we'll do the enclosure first. So what we have here, primal cages, acrylic enclosures, sliding top ones. Love these things. Picked a bunch of them up from my arboreals. Crystal clear. And we have about 4 to 4.5 inches of substrate, probably closer to 4. Biodude substrate, but topsoil, peat, cocoa fiber, mixture of those, throw in some spag, whatever you want, whatever works for you is great. Any of those will work. We have some leaf litter because I like the way it looks. I have some green regular moss over here, sphagnum moss. I have some sphagnum moss behind here. What I'm hoping she will do is go behind here and set up residence in here. She will be getting water dish as soon as we get her in and situated. The substrate will be kept moist. I do keep it moist, allow it to dry up a little bit in between, but then moisten it up again. But usually this one here, if you can see the bottom layers, actually, I don't know if it'll show up. The bottom layer is actually moist at all times. And then the plants are fake. They're not real, although they look very pretty. So let's see if we can't. Good thing I put this on so hard last time. No. Helps if you turn it the right way, too.
Yeah, it does help.
Oh.
Now you get that cap out of there.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh!
Well, get some shots of her there.
Oh my god.
Go right back in, sweetie. I'm going to let you get a shot of her. Actually, this is perfect because we're worried that she wasn't going to be able to get a good look at her. So there we go. God, she's stunning.
Her legs are so fuzzy.
I love the. Doesn't it almost look like
The goat's bite. The goat, like.
Yeah.
She's so fast. Holy crap.
Yeah, some PS.
My heart's like beating from my chest here.
Well, the trick is to not freak out. I mean, there's worse things that can happen to her taking a little. No, get down there. A little walkabout. So there she is in there. Hopefully the camera B might be getting a good shot. I called it. I said this one wasn't going to go particularly smoothly.
I gotta stop saying that.
No, you got to be prepared for it, though. She's one of the, I love this one, but she's a little kooky. So I honestly thought she was going to bolt out of the thing, but that went out of the actual container. That went well. So there she is in there. Now, again, lesson be learned. This is not a bad rehousing. This is what you want. This is the reason why, if Billy backs up for a second, we'll notice that we have this here, because what's going to happen is usually they're going to come up, they're going to flirt around the side here, so you have plenty of time to react. The trick is to not freak out. Where people will mess up, and we'll use this as a learning experience, the spider will start to bolt out. They'll freak, think it's going to be gone, and start trying to jam it. Just let it go, let it stop. They do usually find a corner or a place where they just stop, calm down, and that's the time to kind of grab them or get them back to where they need to be. Because I know somebody's going to come on and go, oh my God, they got all messed up. No, that's what you plan for. There she is. She is stunning. And this is, I'm really liking this enclosure for her. I wonder if we can, I want this back. And that didn't work well at all. And she's out again. All right, so let's pause it here for just one moment. A lot of times when you see a rehousing video where something goes wrong, there's that one moment where you could have done something differently that probably would have resulted in a better outcome. This would be the moment. I wanted to get that cap back because we had another rehousing to do. That's my favorite catch cup, and I knew the risks involved with it, so I went in to get it, and obviously when I dropped the cup, it startled the spider, and we end up with a bunch more rehousing footage, a bunch more rehousing fun for your viewing pleasure. However, this is a situation where we could easily have capped that, put it on the shelf, and I could have gotten it later. When you're rehousing one of the faster and feistier species, sometimes it's better to just leave the cap cup or anything that drops in the enclosure where you can retrieve it later on. In this case, if I had waited just an hour or so, I could have come back in. She had retreated behind her cork bark. I could have reached in and grabbed it then. Anyway, it did give us some good footage, and we did get to show a couple things I haven't been able to show before, so enough talking. Let's get back to the video. Now that was a mess up. I'm going to go ahead and grab this out now.
Can you get that out of there, please?
I'm working on it. Here she goes for another walkabout. This is awesome, though. We're actually getting some good footage of her.
Beautiful.
The footage I got was decent that I want to do for the
It's gonna be more than decent.
video, but all right, enough playing around. It would be really nice if you just did this on your own. What's going to end up happening is she's going to end up in the catch cup again. We're going to start from scratch. Oop. No, 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 no! What did I just say? In here. In here, behind the thing. This is kind of fun. We don't have this happen very often. There we go. No, she wants to go up. Seriously. Now, as far as I'm going up the paint, this is amazing. I'm gonna let it go.
Oh my gosh.
Because I've had people say that they can't go up the paintbrushes.
That one is on the paintbrush.
All because I had to get that cap out of there.
Though.
Yeah, she's stunning. Okay, I'm at a loss here. I'll try this one.
Maybe you blow on her. That work? Oh, double catch cups. Here we go.
Dual wielding. I can't wait. Oh, actually, you're not mic'd, so you probably won't hear the breathing. Where's the little brush? Yeah.
I heavy breathing.
I'm gonna have a heart attack. All right, go. Down, down. We're not doing this anymore. It's time for you to go and you know home. She is. It's funny though.
She's beautiful, but she's fresh. I was gonna say let's get the top sort of close by, so.
No, come on. Come on. There you go. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. No. She is not giving, she wants to go up. If she just end up, let me see if I can get her behind the cork bark. All right, you're going to go behind the cork. No, behind the cork bark. Behind the cork bark. Behind the cork bark. She's not listening.
No, don't think so.
Does she not know who we are?
Apparently, she doesn't care.
She does not care.
Oh my gosh.
This is amazing. This is all of the times things go super smoothly.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. All right, down.
She's like, I'm just going to make this difficult for you.
All right, this is coming with me, and you're staying right
Don't
there.
drop again. Hurry.
No, I got it. We might have to cue the Benny Hill music again. That was amazing. All right, so there she is. Did we go over what was in here? I don't even remember what we did.
Yes, you did.
All right, so we went over everything that was in there. We got the cork bark, we got the fake plants, we got all that stuff done. Feeding, temperatures, we keep them usually at the old house. It was 72 to low 70s and mid 70s during the winter time, high 70s to every once in a while 80, 82 degrees in the summertime. Hot months, it's going to be a little cooler here during the winter. It's about 73 degrees usually around in this room, depending on the shelf. And then in the summertime, we're guessing it's probably going to go up to 82, maybe 84 at the highest. We'll see how it goes. But the growth rate has been really good. She's put on a lot of size. Beautiful girl, as you can see there. She's got her adult colorations. Feeding wise, the Psalmopoeus hit like trucks. They've always have. Even as a little baby, I dropped the first prey item in. I believe it was a roach, and it was a little bigger than I had anticipated, and she was on that thing no problem. So they eat well. This size, as juveniles, I would give them medium-sized prey. As adults, I give them large. I'll drop in 2 crickets. Although the other day I had little tiny crickets, I dropped in 3 and she scarfed them all up. So great eater. What I'm guessing she will probably do after she settles in is end up around here, do some webbing, use some of this moss to make dirt curtains to give herself some privacy, and then we'll see how it goes from there. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. That was fun. Billy's not agreeing. I thought it was fun. They all go so, like, we got to have something that
This
goes.
is the first one in a while that's
Yeah.
not really gone as planned.
But it's the problem is I try, and I have to honestly say this. I'm glad it happened because we have so few instances to kind of go, all right, this is what you do,
and they think
instead
we
of
cut it
freaking
out
out.
or whatever. They think that we cut out the problem.
They think we cut it out, and it's not. No, they go well, and when they don't go well, we can show. All right, which that one, I would say not going well would be the spider jumping on me, jumping on you, jumping on the stuff behind us. We have a bunch of stuff behind us. As long as they're contained in that area, relax. I mean, the best advice I can give is don't panic. Bottom line, if the spider's just sitting there, take a deep breath, take a step back, compose yourself, and go in. That's the trick, not to freak out. So there we go. Psalmopoeus, Ecclesiasticus. This one just earned a special place in my heart for giving me one of the most fun rehousing videos we have ever done, and I will be incredibly grateful to her for that, and I'm not being the least bit facetious. That was awesome. So obviously everything ended well. She's in her new enclosure. I had a lot of fun. Billy didn't have a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. Time for my outro. All right, so again, overall, it went well. Obviously, things got a little bit exciting there in the middle of it, and that was partially due to the fact that I should have just left that cap in there in the first place. However, I wanted the cap. I knew the risk. So I wanted to go in and get it, and unfortunately, I dropped it, spooked the spider, but luckily, it stayed contained in that area. And there's a lesson to be learned there. When you're rehousing a species that you're a little weary of, sometimes if something drops in, it's best to leave it there and retrieve it later on after the spider has retreated behind, say, its cork bark. In this case, about an hour and a half, 2 hours later, it had hidden behind its cork bark. I could have easily gone in there and got it without any issue. So whether it be a catch cup, a pair of tongs, whatever it is, if it gets dropped in there and you're afraid that by retrieving it, you're going to upset the spider, just leave it and walk away. It's a lot easier to come back later on and grab it when the spider's calmed down rather than risk a situation where the spider gets out. Luckily in our case, there was no real issue. We got some good footage of it. We also got to see the spider going up the paintbrush, which I was incredibly pleased with, only because I've been trying to explain to people for years that not only can they go up the paintbrushes, but they can shoot up tongs. So for people that like to tong feed some of their spiders, especially some of the faster old world species, and especially some of the old world arboreals, know that they can overshoot that prey, go right up the tong, and before you know it, it's on you. And I have spoken to people that have experienced this before, and it can be quite frightening to have a spider go from here to on your shoulder in a blink of an eye. So just a heads up there. Obviously mine crawled up there very slowly, but boy can they boogie when they're motivated. So that will do it for this one. As always, if you liked it enough to subscribe, very much appreciate it. Click the little circle right up there. If you'd like to check out some more videos, you can find them in here. Like getting comments, feel free to comment. I will respond to all comments. Just know it can take me a couple days. That'll do it for this one. Guys, stay safe. We'll catch you all next time.